Hey friends. This is garbage lighting on my fucking laptop camera because I can't be bothered right now. I am busy drinking a beer and eating hummus, and I'm just being the laziest sack of garbage. I have so much stuff I need to be unpacking right now, and I can't do it. Um, I don't know. Let's see if my computer will take this in, shall we? I have all of this stuff to unpack, and a whole bunch of it is going to go into my show slash costume closet. But I don't have the mental capacity to put it away right now. It was a very, very long day, and the primary thing that I think we need to address, and I'm not finding proper lighting or properly filming this because I need to fucking say it. Don't be an asshole to people in the customer service industry or any service industry, food service, whatever. Just don't be a fucking asshole. Not only is it our job, we're stuck there in order to make dollars, to live, to eat, to pay rent. So we're stuck there needing to do whatever we can to make you, leave with a bag full of something or, eat something or whatever where you spent fucking money, and it's our job to make sure that you spent that fucking money. So, not only that, but we're also fucking human. Not only are we forced to be there, but we are human beings that you are speaking to. We're not robots. We're not, aliens that don't understand proper manners. I have major social anxiety issues, right? And so, I am not great with eye contact. I'm not great with, small talk. But I'm still perfectly polite. If I go to a register and somebody's like, hey, how's it going? I'm always like, oh, yeah, fine. How are you? And, I'm not gonna be a dick, but my anxiety issues mean that I can't be like, oh, I'm great. How are you doing? You know what I mean? So, I don't expect somebody to have a full-out conversation with me, but I do hope that somebody is not a fucking asshole. If I say, hi, did you find everything okay? You should just say, yeah. Or, hi. Acknowledge that I'm speaking to you. Acknowledge that there is a fellow human being on this earth who is actually paying attention to you in this moment. To me, it's not ideal if somebody is on, talking on the phone. Do people still do this? This hand motion? It's not ideal to me if somebody's talking on the phone and they go to a register, or, a coffee shop or whatever. And if somebody else is doing that and I'm in line as another customer, I'm just going to think, wow, what a douche. But me as, a cashier or, whatever, that gives me carte blanche as your friendly neighborhood social anxiety monster to just, not talk to somebody and just do my job. And that's fine by me. What isn't fine is when I do it and I do that job and they're like, hang on a second, this person's fucking up. And then they leave their phone open. This person is still hearing this conversation, right? They're still fucking hearing this. And they're like, you did this wrong and I need it redone. Or I need to talk to your manager because this is fucking awful, which I've had. Not recently, but I've had. And so, I can only think about what it sounds like on the other end. What is that person hearing? And, do they support this? I would hope that they call them out afterwards. So, dude, what the fuck? But I know for the most part they're gonna be like, oh, they fucked up, so like they need to so like whatever. But like the worst is when it's a mistake on like the customer's part. So my current job, I was not hired on to be on the cash register. That's just not what I was hired for. It's what other folks in the store like doing. Like, there are people who actively fight to be on the cash register, and like, that's fine. That's great. Y'all do that. I have so many other things I would prefer doing. But for some reason, I keep getting put on it. And I think part of it is just like I've been working for a lot longer than the other people in the store. And so like my skills are a little bit higher just because I'm more practiced. And that's okay. I just would prefer for that to not happen. So with like my disability issues and stuff, I can't work like super, super long shifts. And specifically super long shifts on cash register is like a no-go. Like, I learned today that about 5 hours in is when I go from like being anxious to like being close to non-functional. But that's a whole other matter. Mostly like there were all day people would come in and like they would sit around and wait in line, and I know it's a long wait. Where I work is always a long wait. If you're in line, it's always long. But then they would come up with like a shit ton of stuff, which great, you're buying stuff, great. That's cool. Eventually that money's gonna eke its way down to me. Whatever. So they would come with a bunch of stuff and like, all promo stuff, whatever. And then they would take out a full page of coupons. And that's fine. I love a good coupon. Like, if you can save your money, save your money. And I'm going to tell people every time they can save money. Like, if they walk up to the register and they have 2 of something, and because they had 2 of something, they get a third of something for free, I'm like, hey, bitch. Except I don't say that, but for the sake of this, hey, bitch, go get your free shit. And they're all like, oh, shit, thanks. Like, I am all for people getting their free stuff, whatever, whatever. But then they get mad when they have to stand there while I ring in their coupons so they can save money. I had multiple people today hand me 6 coupons and a rewards card for underwear. And then when it took me more than like 30 seconds to ring in all the coupons, they started like tapping their foot and sighing and being like, oh, it always takes so long here. I'm like, bitch, I know it always takes so long here. First of all, this fucking point of sale takes forever, no matter what. It always has. Ever since I started shopping at this store, the like checkout line has always been insane. Even if there's only one person ahead of you, it takes so long to check them out. And I don't have a good way to solve it. I've worked with a lot of POS systems, but like, I don't know how to solve this one. So I have no good suggestions there. But mostly like, you came up here, I rang up your stuff, we had a perfectly like fine conversation. It wasn't great, but it was fine. And now you're giving me shit because I am trying to properly scan your coupons for you to save money. And then there was one human who came up, and it wasn't until after I rang their card and handed them their receipt that they were like, that's too much money. Why am I paying that much money? And like made me go through item by item what they were paying. And they were like, this was buy 3, get 3 free. Why didn't I get 3 free? Because you had 10. in what world is 10 divisible by 3? So I counted out 10, which means you only got the deal once. And so this person, like, sucking their teeth, being so fucking rude about it. And I was like, if you want that second deal, you have to go and get 2 more pairs of panties. Oh, no. You have to get 2 more pairs of panties that you're gonna get for completely fucking free. Right? Like, the shit. Meanwhile, I was like, in order for this to work, I have to return your entire order, painstakingly scan it, item by item. And then when you get back, finish your exact same thing. She gets back after I refunded everything. All of her friends are there, by the way. Like, there's an entire group of people there with her. She has a whole fucking squad. And, like, she's like, she comes back with her too, and I ring everything up, and guess what? It was the exact same price. It all came out to the exact same price because math. Because, like, at that point, she was only 2 away from getting 1 free. And then, like, it was like she added the 2 underwear, and then she added, like, another item. So it came out to the exact same price. So I refunded everything. Had to scan everything again. And then had to scan it all again to be able to charge her again. And it came out to the actual exact same price to the cent. And she left without even saying, like, thank you. All of her friends, they were foreign. And all of her friends, they were speaking another language that I couldn't place. They were all super, super white, so I can only imagine that they were from somewhere European. And if I don't recognize the language, then my suspicion was somewhere in, like, the Netherlands or whatever. They kept asking for, like, oh, can I get that coupon too? I was like, you need to be a part of this credit program for that. Do you want to try to sign up for this credit program? You know, I said it better than that because it's like my fucking job or something, but of course they didn't have any interest in that, so I was like, alright, fine, then you don't get the coupon. Sorry. So, I mean, that's just my story from today, but mostly, like, don't be a douche to customer service people. Like, I feel like that should be common sense, and, like, I would push for it to be a, like, required thing in the world for every single fucking human to work in, like, a cash register environment and or a restaurant environment to understand what it's like. So y'all stop being such complete douche canoes and will actually treat people like human beings. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, my poorly lit TED Talk about why you shouldn't be an asshole. The end.